So, well, dear students, so in the last session, actually, we were talking about that is, properties of that matters like physical property and chemical property, and units and as well as that measurements. So in that we were that discussed that their particular base units, and expressing that small magnitude and large magnitude of that physical quantity with their appropriate prefixes with the multiples and as well as that submultiples. So today in this session we are just talking about here that let us have that some definitions of that physical quantity important. Physical quantity we have that, so let's talk about, so let's find out that, let's get to know their particular definitions. Okay, so let's start up this particular session with this particular concept, guys. Okay, in the very first that I shall move on to that here. Okay, that is mass and as well as that weight. Mass and weight. So most of the student would confused. Okay, so they do not know how to define that mass and as well as that weight. What is the contrast between that here mass and as well as that weight, guys? So the thing is that what is mean by mass and as well as that weight. So let us talk about that particular thing here. Let us go with that here very first, mass. So guys, then mass, what is mean by mass here? So the thing is that mass, which is nothing but here the total amount of matter present in a substance. Okay, that we can call to be as in here mass itself. Okay, so let us write here total amount of matter, total amount of matter present in a substance. Okay, so it's called to be as in here mass, guys. Okay, so next thing is that weight. So weight, which is nothing but here force exerted by gravity on a object. So is called to be as in here weight, guys. So mass and weight. Okay, so the thing is that mass is nothing but total amount of a matter present in a particular substance, that we can call to be as in here mass, and whereas weight, which is nothing but here force which is exerted by gravity on an object. So among these two particular factor, or among these two particular thing here, so which one is that constant and which one is that varies? Okay, so here mass is going to be here constant, guys. Okay, mass of a substance or a mass of a body, that is going to be a constant, but weight of a substance is going to be varies from one place to that another place. Suppose if we are I am here. Okay, suppose if I went to that moon or any particular planet, means my mass is going to be same, but my weight is going to be vary, guys. Okay, because so force of attraction means that force of gravity that has to be acted upon me, which is going to be a different, guys. Okay, the thing is that so mass, which is nothing but here total amount of matter present in a substance, which is the nothing but here mass, and weight, which is nothing but here force exerted by a gravity on an object, that we can call to be as in here weight. So and whereas mass is going to be a constant term, mass is nothing but here it is an constant. Mass cannot be varies, guys. Mass is constant, but suppose weight that has to be varies from one place to that another place. Okay, weight is going to be varies from one place to another place. Okay, so this is the thing we have to know about here, that in between mass and as well as that weight. Okay, so mass is in between total amount of matter present in the substance, and which is a constant. Okay, so weight is in between here force exerted by a gravity on an object, so which is varies from one place to that another place, guys. So the total contrast between that mass and weight, we have to know that, guys. Okay, mass cannot be altered, but weight it should be. Okay, it should alter, guys, from but changing their position from one place to that another particular place. So thereby their particular weight is going to be changes, because the change in that force of gravity. Okay, so that is gravitational force is going to be changes, means their particular weight is also going to be changes. Okay, so second thing is that Okay, let's take here volume. Okay, volume. So the thing is that, see guys, the SI unit of volume is to be here. SI unit of volume is going to be meter cube. Okay, meter cube. But in laboratory purpose, so we are going to measure that volume in terms of, in a laboratory, we are going to express that volume in terms of cm cube, guys, in terms of cm cube. Okay, suppose we have that 1 liter means, which is 1 liter which equals to 1000 ml. Okay, which is equal to 1000 cm cube, or which equal to 1 dm cube, guys. Okay, so this we have to know here. So very simple term we have that. Okay, don't worry about it. We do not have in here a very large huge concept here. A simple concept we have. You just so go through that particular thing. Okay, so next, density. Density, what is mean by density here? Okay, so density of a substance is nothing but here, so mass per unit volume, guys, mass per unit volume, that is nothing but here density. So density of a substance is nothing but here mass per unit volume, mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume, that is nothing but here a definition of that particular density. If you are representing here density, which is nothing but here m by v. Okay, isn't it? So mass divided by, you know, that volume. Suppose mass if you can express by in terms of kg and volume in terms of meter cube means, so what might be the SI unit of density? That is kg per meter cube. Okay, but this particular SI unit is going to be an, you know, that huge here. Okay, so that's why, you know, we have to express the density in a small magnitude, that is nothing but here in terms of gram per cm cube, guys, gram per cm cube. Okay, either if you can express kg per meter cube or gram per cm cube, because in small quantity, so we are going to expressing means that here nothing but here, so gram per cm cube, guys. Okay, so this is the density we have to know about here. So density is very simple concept, right? So density is nothing but here mass per unit volume, or that ratio between that ratio of mass and as well as that volume, that we can call to be as in here density. Okay, so next let us go with that here temperature. Temperature, which is most important thing, guys. Temperature. So temperature, guys, this is also, that is one of the, you know, physical quantity of a matter. Okay, temperature is also a physical quantity of a matter. Okay, and this particularly, the thing is that it can expresses that. Okay, it can expresses that, you know, perception of an hot and as well as that cold, guys. So we have to feel that if you can, you know, touching any particular substance means, any particular thing means, so then we would feel there over either it may be a cold or an hot. So that can shows and here, you know, that can shows an perception, common perception of an hot and as well as that cold. Okay, it's being an, obviously it's being an one of the physical quantity of matter, but that has to be expresses here. So a common perception of an here all hot and as well as that cold, guys. So this thing we can call to be as in here temperature. Okay, so temperature is being an physical quantity of matter, and it expresses okay the common perception of cold and as well as that hot, cold and as well as that hot. So that we can call to be as on here temperature, guys. So we have here, so three different scales to measure here temperature, guys. So we have three different scale we have scale to measure temperature. One will be here degree Fahrenheit, degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so second degree degree Fahrenheit, second degree Celsius, third Kelvin, okay. So Kelvin is an SI unit of temperature, guys, here. So among these three particular scale here, so SI unit of temperature is nothing but here Kelvin, guys. Okay, so we have three different scale to measure here temperature. One will be degree Fahrenheit, so degree Celsius and Kelvin. So suppose in terms of degree Fahrenheit or in degree Celsius or a Kelvin, if you are expressing that melting means that boiling point and as well as that freezing point of that corresponding water means, so what might be the values we are going to get there over. So in with respect to their particular unit means that measurement, so we are going to get here certain values for an boiling point and as well as that freezing point of that corresponding water. Suppose if you are expressing that here freezing point of water and boiling point of water in terms of degree Fahrenheit means, so what might be the values we are going to get here. So in terms of degree Fahrenheit, the freezing point and boiling point of water must be here, freezing point which is 32 degree Fahrenheit and boiling point which is 212 degree Fahrenheit, guys. Okay, so this is the thing, 32 degree Fahrenheit and as well as the 212 degree Fahrenheit. So 32 degree Fahrenheit is the freezing point of water and 212 degree Fahrenheit is the here boiling point of water. So in terms of Fahrenheit we are going to expressing here freezing point and boiling point of water means, so we should get here this much of values, guys. Okay, so in terms of Celsius, as we know that we are very familiar with that here Celsius, right? Okay, so in terms of degree Celsius, suppose in terms of degree Celsius here 0 degree Celsius is an 0 degree Celsius is a freezing point of water. Okay, so and 100 degree Celsius so is an boiling point of water. Okay, so in terms of Kelvin, guys, in terms of Kelvin, okay, so in terms of Kelvin what we have actually so okay, so 270 means like 273.15. So Kelvin 15 which is an here, that is nothing but a freezing point of water, and so 373.15 Kelvin, that is nothing but here so a boiling point of water, guys. Okay, so 273.15 Kelvin, that is freezing point of water, whereas 373.15 Kelvin which is nothing but here boiling point of water. Okay, so we have to know this particular thing here. Suppose we have to know one more particular thing here, and so obviously, so in general we have to know that so each degree Fahrenheit which is nothing but here 9/5 of each degree Celsius, each that each degree Fahrenheit which is equal to 9/5 of each degree Celsius. So let us see that here, that conversion of so Fahrenheit into Celsius.